These bottles have been thoroughly smashed. Almost definitely Allison's doing. Oh, are we gonna get that scene in Life is Strange, I think episode 2, where Claire is teaching Max how to shoot and she keeps shooting herself by accident?
Chloe?
Chloe, yeah, sorry.
Oh no, we're back in RPG world.
Okay, looks like there's an encounter that is on the critical path there.
Yeah. Makes me curious what's on the other path here.
I find the sprites that are used for random encounters here kind of interesting.
These flowers seem interesting. Do they grow like this naturally? Gonna guess probably not in this world of magic. Oh, hello. Is this some kind of treasure map? Let me take a closer look.
There's a level of unfamiliarity with like tile set RPG Maker type games where that line of tulips does not obviously read as, oh, these are going to bloom and turn into a path at some point.
No. Well, it's not super clear, but I guess I'll keep an eye out for this treasure. Okay. So I'm assuming there's like a path that's laid out like that. Meow shroom.
Have faith in your own abilities.
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this kind of turn-based, like JRPG-style combat system, but I have to say, it's especially tricky early on when you've just got, like, one party member and not a lot of resources to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just kind of feel, like, the minutes of my life escaping as it's happening.
Hoop snake appears.
Beat up that snake.
Punch that snake with your staff.
Now, is the... Okay, so the outline on the sprites in the background, like the trees, we'll have to see next time we get there. Is that just a solid color of, like, purple, or is that a gradient?
The outline?
But we're not going to be able to tell right now. We're not going to be able to tell right now. We have to look at it again when we come back. But yeah, the outline.
Yeah, I mean, the game's palette seems to be, like, at least for individual, you know, sprites and stuff, seems to be pretty small, which is a typical thing to do with, you know, these retro games.
Yeah. Okay. It is a solid color of purple, but they add some highlights around certain areas.
Yeah, there's definitely, I'm seeing at least 3 different colors of purple, magenta,
which make it
here. So
make it purple. Not only looks really good, but also reduces the contrast to make the foreground elements pop better.
Oh yeah, and it's also I believe purple's opposing color wheel color is green, so
I think so, yeah.
I just like the dithering.
I love fucking dithering. I'm being serious when I say 50% of the reasons I want to make games is because I want more dithering in the world.
Oh, we've been spored.
Oh no. We're gonna have a disappointing release and gradually usher in the disillusionment of an entire era of games journalism.
Oh, I was thinking of that in an entirely different direction because I just like over the last week shotgunned finally the HBO Last of Us series, which is better than I expected it to be. And so getting spored is not a... Oh, okay, here we go.
It's the thing.
Let's see that map.
It's the middle top one, middle right one, bottom left corner, bottom right.
3, 4, okay.
I memorized it because I'm weird.
Man, do people know about... I guess people, like... They wouldn't know about Spore if they haven't been, like, playing video games since Spore came out, huh?
Yeah,
No,
that's
like
that kind
12
of got
years old.
memory hold.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not 12 years old, Chris. It's
Oh my god, it's like 15 years
it's like
old.
16. 2008.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's right. It came out shortly before I went to college. Who boy.
Oh boy.
What did I get from that?
I'll be honest, I hadn't realized it was that long either.
A Tear of Revival, I think, is what I got. Okay,
For those of you who aren't aware of Spore, for whatever reason, whether or not, you know, I say for whatever reason to avoid saying because you're much, much younger than us, but there, I suppose, are many other valid reasons not to have heard of Spore. The reason why it's weird to think about it being so obscure is that it was a extremely hyped title. To the extent that I actually feel like it's not a lot of titles are these days. There's enough kind of like even competition, but like Spore was for like a game that wasn't a franchise. It was purporting to be doing stuff with its technology, and it seemed to be doing stuff in the demos that was left a lot of room for interpretation, and it had some really, really slickly put together presentations.
Doing that.
It's a little bit like, you know, yeah.
It had the GDC demo, right? And the problem is the GDC demo promised a lot of things that were not in the final product, right? Because it was basically supposed to be from Care Bears to Xenomorphs. It was supposed to be like a deep game system at every level, and the reality was just not that.
Yeah, there were also like several different demos that, you know, promised a lot of stuff that the game just never delivered on.
The promise of Spore is that
like, it wasn't just
a game where you take a single-celled organism to a spacefaring civilization with in-depth gameplay phases for like the microbial level, for like the kind of Discovery Channel level, for like the kind of tribal, like kind of early, like Stone Age to like Bronze Age civilization, to like a kind of urban, like city-dwelling civilization to like spacefaring. And
oh, hello.
This was fully 3D, and you could customize the appearance of your aliens and evolve them over time throughout the biology phase, so that you get like a completely unique, distinct alien that would also move and like act and have animations that are precisely like synced up to whatever they look like. And some of that had some actually genuinely really innovative tech there, but I think people tended to assume that there was going to be like... The thing about that is that none of it made really a difference. All of the individual body parts and whatnot just had stats, RPG stats. And you had to get rid of the one you had earlier to replace it with a new, weird-looking one, because they were all weird-looking ones. And it just looked like you grabbed a bunch of action figures and stuck it into a random, like, block of Play-Doh, is what it ended up looking like. And also, all of the gameplay segments were terrible. And also...
Right, it was extremely shallow in all of its... Yeah.
Oh. It shipped with a DRM, like a copy protection that was...
Oh yeah, there was that
worst,
too.
Like, it was not only a new low for the era, it was probably just a global low in general. Like, if you were to chart how bad copy protection could be and find the lowest point, it probably literally would be Spore.
Yeah.
So, all in all, just really shat the bed.
Allison?
Oh, me? Mel?
What are you doing all the way out here? It just felt like taking a hike? Wait, what's that? Did you get hurt?
Oh, it's just a scratch. Anyway, check it out. There's a mountain on the side of this cliff. Funny story, actually. See, I was minding my own business on break at work, smashing some bottles I had lying around for fun. You know, same old, same old. Then I noticed one of the bottles I smashed had a treasure map hidden inside. Awesome, right? Figure my mom must have buried some treasure out here and hid the map in a bottle at the house. I will say that's probably one of the more plausible explanations for them. Anyway, long story short, I got jumped by a monster and chased it here to give it a piece of my mind. But it kind of got away.
Here, let me see where you're hurt. I want to try something.
Huh? Oh, sure. Healing, healing, healing.
Okay, Melody, focus. Remember what you studied.
I really want this to be an incredibly difficult minigame.
He turns into a bullet hell shooter.
I mean, that's functionally what Undertale does.
Yeah. Positive thoughts, square breathing. Channel your mana into your palms. Melody casts first aid. Oh my god, it worked!
Whoa, Mel, that's incredible! You can really pull off healing spells like that already?
Oh, it's just an entry-level first aid spell. It took me like 2 weeks just to get that one down, even with Claire's magic boost, and I can't exactly do more than that. Do you really feel better?
Yeah, I feel great, and give yourself some credit. Going from knowing zero magic to be able to do that is pretty amazing.
Oh dear.
Hey, Mela, I know this is a lot to ask, but do you think you could lend me a hand here?
Is it a slime? Oh no, it's this. Whole Hound. It's this dude.
I love it. I love so much of these character designs. These are great.
Oh,
Hound and a
Kiss
hoe.
Melody. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so that's how you gather star power, I guess?
Some abilities gather star power when you use them. It might just be all of them. Those specifically, like, I think Allison gets, because Allison is a fighter, gets star power from just attacking, where Melody gets star power from healing and
Imagine
spells.
you're getting...
I think, yeah, that seems right.
You're just getting fucking faded by a bloodthirsty monster. So it's just like...
Oh no, I'm not infatuated.
It went in the hole.
Attack the hole!
So, okay, it is coming back. So, how do I use the start gauge? Oh, does it require?
Yeah, I think those require...
Or is that, it uses Allison's star power. Okay. Let's go for a right jab.
I mean, like, to be clear, I'm not so much, like, attempting to apply, like, wouldn't it be funny if, like, dark, edgy stuff in this cutesy RPG, although I have been making those jokes here and there, but, like, you are actually kicking the shit out of that dog.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we scared it off. I fucking forgot.
Isn't it a little weird to see a monster like this so close to town?
Yeah, it happens. Just a whole hound. I find things like that poking in my garbage at least once a year. So anyway, hey, haven't seen you in forever. Really liking that new look. It's adorable.
Well, I was going for more of a cool paladin look, or at least as close to cool paladin as I could pull off on my budget.
No, you do look cool. Other people's first impressions will definitely be cool healer. Do we look different? I totally missed that. I just always think you look cool.
Like
cute.
Like we're wearing like some jewelry and changed some clothes since like the intro.
Oh, okay, right. So since you're here and I'm no longer busy, why don't we, like, do something together? Just having you around, you know? Let's go do some fun.
What, like couple stuff? Like a date?
Yeah, totally. Normal couple stuff.
It's the part where we find out that they've been a couple for like 6 months and still haven't gone on one date.
No magic, no guild, no monsters. Just a chill afternoon together.
You know what? You're right. I think a relaxing day off would be good for me. Or at least half a day off.
Great. Now, this is called Battletech. There's a simple version that's just basically a board game. We're going to skip that because there's not enough hit locations. And that's, if you're playing Battletech, you want the hit locations.
Look, I gotta be honest with you, Allison. I can't see you the same way knowing that you picked Battletech instead of Warhammer 40k.
I'm sorry. I like to play war games instead of just stare in bleak, despondent despair at a shelf of 90 unpainted orcs.
Look, I'm gonna paint them, all right?
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, all right. Somebody will.
Or the paint.
In the estate sale, somebody will get a hold of these that will paint them.
Or the knowledge of how to paint miniatures, but I will figure it out. Did you have something in mind for us to do?
Ooh.
I'm not going to
Put me
say
an
dot,
anime
dot,
sound
Josh.
for that,
I'm
that's
not going to say.
fine.
Okay. Eto. This would be a start.
Do not say heck no. No, do not say no.
What?
Oh, that's sweet. That was sweet. That was sweet.
So what now?
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Are you eating?
It's weird. No, I'm not eating anything. But I am trying to be true to Allison's character. She just seems to be like the sort of person who would be eating like a lotus root at a given moment, or. Let's just look around town and find something fun to do. I'm sorry, Allison had to swallow a piece of daikon, so yeah.
Right, okay. Uh-huh. Oh, okay, she's actually following us now.
We have a party. Save! Save!
Yeah,
we don't want to do
party,
that fight
party,
over. Even if it means we get to do the fun kiss.
No, I mean, I would explore the heck nah version.
No.
If we had to do it over again.
You're breaking my heart.
Looked like there was stuff over here. Is there a path?
There was definitely
Yeah,
a monster.
All right, first we gotta make out.
And then we gotta punch people.
Oh, they're hitting me. Do I have any other? No.
I don't know how that was the weakness, but good job.
I think the physical skills. If you want to think of it like Pokemon, we're using normal skills, and Allison is using fighting skills.
Okay.
Which have different type advantages. Also, Rutskarn's Pokemon Sona Bidoof is weak to fighting.
Oh, but we're not going to be able to get across here.
I know my knowledge of Pokemon is a vast wasteland, and then there's like 10% that I've picked up for cultural osmosis. There's another like 3% I've picked up through specifically the Sujimon related systems in Like a Dragon 7 and 8. And I can also read off the entire like wiki rundown for Bidoof because of people roasting me about that. Small plump mouse. Type normal. Weakness of fighting.